reacting to some of the most unusual stadiums in football. We're counting down the top 10 most unusual stadiums, from a stadium with a crocodile on it, to a stadium built in with a castle, all the way to a stadium that has a train running through the middle of it. Stick around to see the most unusual stadium, but let's start with number 10. And here it is. This stadium has a crocodile built into the design. So we're seeing a nice little flyover here. I believe this is in Turkey. So it's funny seeing it from this angle and this angle too, because it just looks like a normal stadium that's green. And then you get this close and you realize there's a crocodile head. Oh, cool. We're going to get a flyover to see inside the stadium as well. Okay, I like this. The designs woven in to the seats. Look at this drone footage. Oh my God, looks like he's about to crash the drone into the seats. Okay, so here's the team. Bursa. I got to do more information. I have no idea who this club is. So according to Wikipedia, this is the Bursa Metropolitan Stadium. And according to Wikipedia, there's only been one game ever played here. Turkey versus Croatia and Turkey. That can't be true. That is stadium number 10. It's only to get crazier from here. One more look at the crocodile, and let's move on to stadium number 9. While you're here as well, I'm starting back up on the second channel, uploading loads of content. So make sure you guys are subscribed to more bford. Click the subscribe button right now, please. Okay, so this is number 9, and this looks Photoshopped. It really should be Photoshopped, but this is a real photo in a real stadium. So this is a stadium in Austria that an artist decided to turn into a forest. Yes, this is real. Yeah, it has a capacity of 32,000, so people can sit and stare at trees. This right here, this is the guy who made it. We're gonna get a little history lesson. He was inspired to do this by this random painting, and this was not permanent. The trees would eventually be removed, and I think that there's no trees now in the stadium. This is only for a short period of time. Just look at this though. Tell me this does not look Photoshopped. This 100, like, if you told me this was real, I wouldn't believe you. I still kind of don't believe it actually happened. Here's the view from above. This is so cool, man. I kind of wish they kept it like this. Like, it's honestly such a piece of art. And that's only the 9th most unusual football stadium. Let's move on to number 8. And this stadium is in Croatia. It is called Gospin the Lock. I want to make sure I get that right. Look at this. Well, looked more beautiful in the pictures. But as you can tell, surrounded by trees and surrounded by a massive cliff overlooking the stadium. It's also got this really cool castle looking over the stadium, and then the seats as well. To give you guys a better idea of exactly where it is at, it is basically on the southern part of Croatia. Whoa. This view from above, I didn't even realize there was a massive lake in the background. I don't know how this list could get much better. Like, I feel like we've started with 3 just insane stadiums. Look at this view. Apologies, quality on this picture is not great, but this is the stadium off to the left. I didn't realize. Look at how far down the drop is from the stadium to the lake. And then from this angle, man, I would love to just climb up to the top of this cliff and just watch the match from up there. I don't understand how that's number 8. What is number 7 gonna be? So we have another Croatian stadium for number 7. This is called the Batarija Trogir. I feel like I've said that right. That's not bad. So this stadium is supposed to have a castle basically built into the stadium, and there it is. And then you have another castle on the other side. I don't know if that's necessarily a castle. I'm not sure what they're used for. Also, we can pause here. Just beautiful mountains as well, like almost just giant hills in the background. Oh my God, this picture. Yo, whoa, pause. Perspective is everything with a lot of these photos, because from the first view, I couldn't even tell that there's basically a beach in the background. Look off to the left over here. You have a beach with palm trees. Oh, what's going on in Croatia? You guys make the craziest stadiums. There's this building as well, built into the field as well, you can spectate from. And so I'm guessing this isn't an actual, maybe it is a professional field, but it looks more like a training field. 500 capacity. Okay, yeah, from this picture, that makes sense. Only 500 people. The castle it's next to is called Camerlengo Castle, and it was built in the 14th century. This might be the best angle of them all. You can see like the whole town in the background. The like place that it's on is almost an island. And then yes, that castle was built in the 1300s. That's wild. The castle there is almost 700 years old. And they just decided to build a football pitch next to it, because why not? We keep getting crazier. It's time to move on to stadium number 6. This is the float at Marina Bay, and this is the first one I've seen before. I think all the rest are relatively new to me, at least. And it's called the float, which is pretty self-explanatory. It is a football stadium that floats. We're gonna get all the angles for you this year. So another cool part about it, besides it floating, is it has a Ferris wheel in the background. I also want to zoom in because I love the colored seats as well. Look at, do they actually have matches where this fills up? This would be crazy to host like an actual big match at. Imagine a Champions League final being played on the water. They would never do it because there's not enough seats. You could maybe host, like, you know, when teams go during the summer and tour Asia, they should play a match here. Wait, zooming in further, it's funny that, look, there's just a road that you could just drive your car down right in front of the stadium. Again, the perspective with these videos, you need to see every angle because it just keeps getting better. You have a giant city on the other side. I don't know what city this is in. I need to confirm. In case anyone was interested in traveling here, here's where it's located. Okay, Singapore is the city. I thought it was the country. I'm a dumb American. I'm sorry. Okay, yes. This is the city of Singapore. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. It's all right. What a stadium. That's only number 6. On to number 5. Sorry for the stock photo, but this, I can't find much from this stadium. This is the stadium of Braga. Now, this stadium, judging off the pictures and videos, at least from my point of view, isn't as crazy as some of the stadiums we've seen before. But what I will say is that this stadium is the most unusual stadium and the most unusual for the biggest club in this video. So it has these almost ropes or these metal pieces sort of swinging from the top of the stadium. It's overlooked by a mountain and the massive scoreboard is built into the mountain. Yeah, like I mentioned, maybe not as crazy as some of the other stadiums before, but an actual first division Portuguese team plays at this stadium, whereas all the rest of the stadiums were either like low division teams or non-professional football stadiums, besides the Crocodile one, I will say. Here's what I was talking about, the wires above the stadium. I wonder what the point of these are for. Maybe you should do some more research. Not prepared for that. It is the SC Braga Stadium, and shout out to Eduardo Sotomora for designing it. You're a legend. So stadium number 4 is technically not built yet, but this is the proposed new Boca Juniors stadium. It is almost a floating stadium. It's basically right on the water. But what's more impressive about this stadium is it has over 100,000 seats. Look at all the seats, man. So it's gonna have this massive scoreboard around the top of the stadium. Okay, so there's their current stadium, and here's where the new stadium is gonna be built. We're gonna do a little pan over. It's gonna be right there. Look at that capacity, 112,000 people. So this is a concept. They said they're building it. Well, they actually built it. Not sure. Look how beautiful that is, man. That's wild. And this is cool. Look at how it connects to the old stadium, like with the lights. That's awesome. Whoa. Boca, if you guys actually build this, you will have the best first tier stadium in the world, the biggest for sure. Now, I have heard some people on Twitter say that the owners are just saying this to gain like popularity with the fans. But if it actually happens, I'm gonna have to head to Argentina. We are on to the top 3 most unusual stadiums in the world. And for number 3, we are in Slovakia, where we have a football stadium that has a train track built into it. Look at the players having fun playing, and then train just rolling through, man. Part of me thinks this is not real. Part of me thinks dude, that would be too hard to fake, right? This has to be real, right? I'm out here on YouTube, like trying to find more videos of the train rolling through. Okay, this might be the best video. Okay, so here's where it starts. No, this is real. This is 100% real in Slovakia. This is mad. Okay, train minding its business. Imagine you're a passenger on the train for like, yeah, there we go. For like a good 10 seconds, maybe you get a view of the footy. Yeah, legit. Let's start a timer now. Okay, you're on the train. Here's how long you're going. You're eating your meal. You're looking out the window. You're checking out the footy. And then if you're in that front car, you can barely see anymore. And look at the conductor as well. Conductor's enjoying it. And at that point, you can pretty much stop the timer. That's as much football as you get to watch if you're on that train. What do you guys think? That's number 3. Should other stadiums have been placed before that, or is this properly placed at number 3? Stadium number 2, we are moving to South Africa. And this one makes the list because of the way the seats are organized. This is the most unusual looking stadium. Where's the camera going? Okay, there we go. Go back up. This is the worst drone footage I've ever seen. Okay, right. Definitely unusual. Also very ugly. Also, it doesn't even look like it's a stadium anymore. They're tearing up the grass. Maybe they're transforming it back into an actual stadium to use. or turning it into a garden. I don't know. I just Googled. Apparently, it holds 59,000 fans and is mostly used for football matches. So it is still a working stadium. If anyone is from South Africa, please let us know more about this in the comments because I'm so intrigued. I got to pause. Imagine like sitting up here. You're not even angled to watch the football match. If you're sitting straight in your seat, you'll have to like turn in your seat to actually see the football match. You can't if you're just sitting straight. This doesn't make sense. Who designed this? Yeah, this is the weirdest by far. Like, we've seen some cool ones with castles and trains, and this is the worst one I've seen. This is terrible. This is so bad, but also like I'm so intrigued. So I don't know. That's number 2. What's about to be number 1? Let's get a drum roll for the most unusual stadium. This is a stadium that is currently being built in Abu Dhabi, and it is called the Rock Stadium. Here's a view from above. It's basically a stadium built into rocks in the desert. Okay, so this is the best angle. The seats are, I believe it's all just made out of rocks. All the seats will be made out of rocks. And it almost reminds me of like an old Coliseum. It doesn't even look like a football stadium from this angle. Like, you wouldn't, if you were walking in the desert, you wouldn't even be able to tell. Here's how it was built. Really into the side of a mountain. So sadly, this is not actually a stadium right now, but it is in the process of being built. It has been designed. Wait, pause. I've just done more research because I didn't actually think this thing was going to be built ever. And yeah, according to this website right here, they actually stopped building it in 2012. So sadly, the number 1 most unusual stadium on this list isn't actually going to be built. Kind of an anticlimactic ending. If you guys enjoyed this video, click to watch this right here and let me know which top 10 lists I should react to next. Subscribe to the channel as well. Okay, bye.